If you're ready to plan your week, but you need some inspiration or motivation to get started, stick around for today's functional, self-care focused plan with me. But before you get too far, I want to make sure you don't waste your time. If you're new here and you aren't sure if my planning style will align with you, I'll start by sharing that I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 and I use planning as a way to reduce stress and overwhelm. I'm what you call a functional planner, and if you're looking to add a million things to your to-do list, get little sleep, and drink 3 cups of coffee to get it all done, this is not the channel for you. However, if you like simple, clean, minimal planning that allows you to focus on the things that matter most, stick around. Also, if you're brand new to planning, check out my 5 planner mistakes video to get more insight into my definition of planning and to help you decide if subscribing to my channel is right for you. All right, we are going to be planning the week of January the 9th to the 15th, 2023. And I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to use pen and highlighter, maybe. We'll see. I already have my weekly actions in my MakseLife companion notebook written out. I already did that earlier in advance to save some time. And I have a notepad over here off to the side with my notes for what's happening this week so that I can go ahead and make this video like as quick as possible and really just keep it simple. I am not entirely crazy about the colors, but we're gonna work with it, and because I am not in the mood to mess with any sticker kits. I do plan on doing some plan with me's with some sticker kits, and I did do one in this planner a couple weeks ago. I'll link that up here if you want to see that video and missed it. But this is actually the first time I'm actually doing a plan with me in this planner, and it's actually like 2023 because that video I technically like redated it and it was still December. So this is the first time that I'm doing this, and this is the first video that I am filming in 2023. I actually feel like I haven't filmed in a while, which it's accurate. I'm pretty sure I haven't filmed a video in like 3 weeks. I went on a little vacation to visit family with my husband and our kids during their Christmas break, and I'm just now getting around to setting up my week. And today's actually the first day I actually kind of feel like my normal self again. That took like a lot out of me, and I totally underestimated how much time I would need to recover. I'd planned on filming this video and setting this up on Thursday, and today it's Tuesday. So I actually it's like Tuesday. Okay, permission to set up your week on a Tuesday, people, if you're just like feeling lost, okay? Whatever works for you. So I have been doing the Yoga with Adriene Center 30-day journey. Because of that, I have a calendar that tells me exactly how long my yoga is going to be every single day. I have that over here written off to the side, and I'm not sure yet if I want to use these boxes down here at the very bottom for that time, or if I'll put them up on the top and white out the 6 a.m. slot, because technically I don't use that. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and white out the 6 a.m. and dang it, my whiteout's not here. I'm gonna have to go grab it. Hold on a second. All right, so yeah, the 6 a.m. time slot. I remember when I'm remembering when I did the last setup in here, it was, can I show this? Let's see, probably. Yeah, it was this one. And you see how I used like some stickers up in the top because I knew that 6 a.m. time slot, that's not my jam. I don't need anything that early. So that was that week. And then this is actually what I used for the next week. I just did, this is a MakseLife weekly sticky notepad. So it's sticky. So I had that stuck there so I can like hold on to that. And then I didn't do a week spread for, actually I did. Hold on, let me see if I can show you it. Yeah, this was last week. And I just like, when we got home on Tuesday, I don't even think I filled this out until Wednesday, and just kind of put that out there because I wanted to have some kind of roadmap. And so this was really simple, just pen and highlighter. And so maybe that's how this one's going to end up looking. So we'll see. let's do this first. I'm gonna go ahead and white that out and then get the times. Let me sit down. So this will be, I honestly can't even remember. I'd have to look back at my yoga tracker from last January to see if I did the yoga with Adrian. I want to say, I think I tried to do the 30-day challenge last year, but I didn't fully do it. I love how this whiteout just like completely blends in because this is the Erin Condren one. But yeah, this will be my 3rd year doing the challenge, and I've already done 2 years of yoga every single day. 2021 is where I started daily yoga, and I started that with Yoga with Adrian 30-day challenge, and then decided to carry it on through the whole year. And I only missed, I want to say 2 or 3 days and it was all unintentional. I never had, in the last 2 years, I haven't had a day where I'm like, I'm purposely not going to do my yoga for today. And so in 2022, I decided I wanted to start tracking it. And so I've been tracking the minutes, and I have yet to total up my numbers, but I know it's probably over 70 hours, and I will probably share that soon on Instagram sometime within like the next week. Actually, by the time this video is out, it might actually be up on my Instagram. So head over there and see that if you're interested. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on tracking it this year. And for 2022, I only missed 1 day unintentionally. And this year, I think because I have numbers from last year, I might challenge myself to, like, a goal I might have is to do more yoga minutes this year than last year. And I can like compare from 1 year over the next, and that'll be kind of interesting to see me kind of challenge myself against my old self. All right, so for January, for sure, we are doing this challenge. I have to be careful because the whiteout's right here. I can't highlight on that, and I don't want, what color? No, that's like ugly. I like this blue, but I don't know if that's gonna go well with that one. This one might be too dark, although I think it matches. What's the opposite on the color wheel? I'm just gonna use this pink. No, that's not the pink. That's like a purple. This is the blush. I'm gonna use the blush. And I decided to use the friction pen since I'm not using stickers and I won't be able to move things around. That way, if I need to like change things, erase or whatever, if I want to, I can. Otherwise, I can just like cross it out and use arrows and move things around. I'm not about to like try and make this be something that's a piece of art at the end of the week, because I do look at this every day and then work off of this for like my daily planner. All right, so Monday was 30 minutes, and it actually was like a yin yoga yesterday, so that was nice. It was blankets and pillows, 18 minutes. But yeah, in the last week, I've kind of not had these numbers in advance, and I've just kind of been like, oh, I don't know how long today's video is. Even though I have the, I didn't print out the calendar, I have it saved in a photo on my phone. And so I've been like referencing that. And these are all 21 minutes. All right. I am debating whether I should just write yoga up on the top, but I'm not in the mood. I know what it is. The side, what did I use this for last time? I used this for like this week for things that don't have to happen on a day or something that I don't really need to block off. Let me use a gray. This is gray. I'm gonna also like highlight what week this is. I wonder if my camera can see down there. 9, 15. This week. Actually, I might do the soccer schedule over here on the side because there's really only one day. Let's see. Yesterday, because like they left from school. So yesterday and today they're leaving from school. So the only thing I have to do is like pick them up at the end of the day. And that doesn't really like, there's no time block related to that. Wednesday, I have to pick them up from practice at like 4. So I can like mark that. And then Tuesday, they should be staying, my son should be staying after school. And then I just have to pick him up late. Friday, there's no school, no practice. And then Saturday, there is a game and they have to be somewhere. So I think I'm gonna write the game schedule over here on the side and see how that works. Or, maybe I can use the bottom over here for the game schedule. Because technically these are late, like especially these late ones. Like this one, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday were the ones like I had to pick them up like after hours. So that actually would fall in line with like the time slot. Yeah, let me do that and save the space instead. Okay, this is what happens when you have like a new planner, a new layout, and you're trying to figure out like what's the best way to do this. And what information do I want to write? Okay, I'm gonna get another book. I don't want to write on the bottom. This is my daily planner. I haven't yet changed out the cover. I don't want this cover on here. Make sure y'all can see me. I'm gonna write varsity. Purple. Is that this one I just highlighted earlier? No, it's like a green. I know this one matches. That one actually isn't. This one's just a practice. Darn it, it's okay. So this one was a varsity, and then this one was JV. I don't even know what time the game was. I just wrote that they left the school at 4. This is a practice. I'm just gonna write practice day. And because technically their schedule, my older two, doesn't really interfere with mine. Let me try and remember not to highlight Friday and not to highlight Sunday. Okay, so I'm highlighting Thursday and Saturday. The season's coming to an end. And so it's gonna start like winding down here. Thursday, away game, varsity. I think the rest is all varsity stuff because JV is done after today. Away, 7 p.m. And then Saturday, this is a home. Home, and it's at 1 p.m. And I need to mark, let's see, at 11:30 is when he needs to be in the locker room. I'm gonna write report to, or should I just write locker room? I don't have enough space. I'm just gonna write locker room. And let's see, there's no school Friday. Maybe I should just like write, oh, I should do no school right here at the very top, or at the very top up here. I should write no school at the very tippy top. Let me use this. My kids have like a 4-day weekend, and this this happens pretty much every year, and it always like catches me off guard every year that they have like a long Christmas break, and then it feels like they go to school for like 2 days and then they have another break. Because like technically last week they went to school for 2 days. They went to school Thursday and Friday, and then this week they only have to go to school for 4 days, and then they have off Friday. Next week they'll be off on Monday as well because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and then so they only have 4 days next week. And it's like they don't have like a full week of school until almost like the end of January. And I feel like I haven't had like my kids full weeks at school since like the beginning of November. I don't know. It's just no school. This is because it's a parent-teacher conference day, and I don't have those schedules yet for what times, but I selected the time slot between 12 and 3. I don't have a sticky note next to me. I have a sticky note that's the perfect size that'll probably fit like right here, so I can remind myself. Let's see. Yep, that totally fits in that whole time slot. Okay, I'm gonna write parent teacher conference, and I'll stick it right here because those are going to be scheduled. I'll probably find out. I doubt I'll know today. Maybe I'll know tomorrow. But that way I remember. It's going to be sometime between 12 to 3 because that's what I picked. What else? Okay, so Thursday. I can move this out of the way now. Let's see. Thursday, 12:30, I have a call. 12:30, and it should be about an hour. Sometimes it's an hour and a half. So let's see. I'm going to write VRA, and I'm going to time block off until 2 o'clock. And that's the only appointment that I have this week. I did have a massage scheduled for today, but I rescheduled it. Okay, let's put in the afternoon and morning. So 7 o'clock drop off. It's like every day. Though yesterday and today they rode the bus in the morning. So I'm gonna write and I'm not gonna lie, I honestly like slept until 9. They got on the bus. I saw them get on the bus, and then I went to sleep. I didn't wake up till 9. I'm gonna go like this because I also want to like be able to use this to go back and kind of see accurately what's happened. So if I plan out in advance something and then like it doesn't happen, I want to try and fix it so that I can look back and see like what actually happened. This is like my first attempt in this planner to actually like map out like through time blocking like what I'm going to do when, but then also like I want to have like a record of what actually happened. I don't want to just like look at it and be like, oh, this is what I had planned, but what actually happened. I mean, I could probably look at my daily planner and then see like what actually might have happened, but that is not always accurate too. Plus it's like way less pages to like hold on to this throughout the entire year than the daily. So I'm gonna just write sleeping. And it's really because like my son had that dang soccer game last night and I picked him up. It was like almost 11. So I didn't even like get back I didn't even get back to bed, and I didn't even get to bed last night until like 11:30. So that's like a whole hour and a half past my normal bedtime. And then my daughter woke me up a few times. She keeps trying to come into our bed to sleep with us, and she's 4, and we're trying to like, she's getting too big to like sleep in the bed with us, but she still tries to like get up in the middle of the night and come over. And so I'm working on that. Maybe that should be a goal under like my family and relationships, to work on having her stay in her bed. But that's also like part on me, because I have to make sure that I like am consistent and take her back to her bed instead of just allowing her to just climb in, which sometimes that happens because I'm like so tired and out of it and like not completely coherent when she's coming in there asking. And then before I know it, like I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Like, please tell me I'm not the only one. Also, it's like she's the last kid, so it's like kind of like I don't want her. I like that she still says I want to sleep with mommy and daddy. So I don't know, whatever. It'll happen when it happens. So today, let's see, I had lunch around 12. I feel like I need to use a different color to call out like meal times, but then I also kind of don't want to write that in advance, and then if like something happens later, I don't know. Let me think. Let me think. I need to put in, let's see. This is when I have to pick them up from school. This is the morning, and there's no school that day. Okay. So I'm gonna write AM drop off. Just write DO for drop off. And then this is gonna be the pickup. And my afternoon reset, technically yesterday my afternoon reset ended up not happening because I had to reinstall my daughter's car seat, and the van was a disaster still from our travels, and I ended up like wiping down the seat and vacuuming and doing that before I went to go get them, and so that ate up my like time that I was supposed to do my afternoon reset, so that didn't happen. So I'm gonna and I knew I was gonna have to install the car seat. This is like kind of back planning, which I don't want to be doing this like every video. I want to make sure that like the next time I do a plan with me, it actually is like on a Thursday before the week of, because then I'm not doing this. I don't want to, let's see. I'm just going to write 7 p.m. because technically there's 2 games. Both my kids have one, but one's at 5:30, one's at 7. So I'm just going to write the later time. I knew I was going to need to clean the car seat. I'm going to put a dot marker right here. This was why they didn't ride the bus yesterday. This is why they rode the bus yesterday morning, because the car seat wasn't installed and it was cold in the morning and I wasn't in the mood to go out there and like be in the garage for 20 minutes. And then I'm glad I didn't even attempt to go look in there, because like I said, in the afternoon when I went, it was a disaster and I needed to clean it. I couldn't ignore it. Cook dinner. Today we are having a whole chicken that I need to stick in the oven. Oh, also today's garbage. Well, tomorrow morning is garbage. So I need to mark trash to the road right here. I feel like I'm gonna need to highlight some of this stuff so it stands out. This way when we get back from the school, I'll have, make sure I get that out to the curb so I don't forget. And can you tell I didn't even do my daily plan for today yet, since I just like now remembered? Okay, earlier today, what time was it when I was working on this? It was around here. YouTube video. That was like an hour. I got that ready and the video goes out at 6 p.m. So at 6 p.m. I need to do I need to post the story with the link because that's when the video goes out. So I'm gonna write YouTube story IG, and I'll know what that means. I could put like a little thing here so I can check that off. Gosh, I don't even remember yesterday, and I know I didn't do any work. I did Instagram posts. I did 2. I did the one, I posted one around 5, but I was working on the posts earlier in the day. I just don't remember what time it was. That's okay. I'm just gonna like ignore that urge to like fill in what I did and just like move forward with what the plan is supposed to be for the next of the week. I need to look at my actions. And so let's see, next Monday. Okay, I have an email list called Lauren's List, and that is on the 1st and the 15th of the month. I did not do one on the 1st of the month because of obvious reasons, because of the holiday, and my email list people knew that that wasn't going to happen. But there needs to be one for the middle of January. However, I decided that if that date ever falls on a weekend, I'm not going to have an email go out on a weekend day. It needs to be like the next business day. And that means next Monday. And considering the kids don't have school on Friday, and I'm going to be busy with them here and not really going to have much quiet time to work on it, I need to figure out when I'm going to work on that email. And since I have that VRA call, I probably should work on it tomorrow, at least get started on it. And I want to put in here my afternoon resets so I don't try and schedule anything during that time. And I feel like I want to use a highlighter color to mark it, and I'm starting to feel like all these colors, none of these colors match each other, but I don't really care. Try and find one. I'm gonna do like a purple. This purple might be, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna put here afternoon reset because I really need to do it. I just feel so much better. Afternoon reset. And I typically don't have like an afternoon reset on the weekends. It's really just like during the week. And I've been trying to, it helps me kind of almost like section off my day where it's like, here's my like, before I pick up the kids after school and like I'm in mommy mode, and like before that reset, I want to be like in work mode or housework or whatever I actually like need to get done. Predominantly I've been trying to like do like work related tasks when they're at school, and then in the afternoon have that for like cooking dinner and like other little things that might be able to get done that are related to the housework that I can do while they're here that's not work focused, and trying to do good about like keeping that balance. I don't think I'm even gonna write like reset because I just want that to kind of be known that that's what that is. And let's see, I'm filming this right now and it is like pushing up on my afternoon reset, so I really need to like wrap this up here in the next 20 minutes. Let's see, I'm gonna write film plan with me, and then let's see, tomorrow, email. What time can I start working on it? Probably best if I do it in the morning around 9. So let me block off from 9 until 11. And it might take me longer than that, like to fully complete it, but that's okay. I don't want to like necessarily complete it all. I just want to give myself like that dedicated like time to work on it. Let's see, Thursday, I'll also go ahead and give myself some time on Thursday to work on it. That way, in case I didn't finish it up, if I do 2 hours on Wednesday, I think another hour should finalize it on Thursday. So I'll do finish email and just do like an hour right here. And then, yeah, that gives me time to like have lunch in between my VRA, and that way I won't be like too crammed as far as like getting things done. Okay, so now that that's in there, let me look at my actions, and I'll show you what they are for this week. So here's my weekly actions, and then I set up like the reflections page over here for when the week's over. Okay. Oh yeah, my cardio. I put my afternoon resets. I need to figure out when I'm gonna do these other 2 cardios this week. Okay, bills are gonna be on Thursday. That's also gonna be when I wanna update the marketplace. Some of the stuff I'm gonna have to write onto, let me put some of these things on the side that's like this week so that I can, some of these things are like, they don't take a lot of time, but I don't wanna forget to do them. Okay, I can like check this one off because I already did that. Where's the pen I used? That's not even the right size, but it's fine. I already did this one. And I'm filming this plan with me right now, so I'm gonna check that off. This plan with me is probably gonna go out next week. So I'm gonna need to edit this. Maybe I can start editing it tomorrow. Between working on that and that. It just kind of depends, because sometimes this takes so much brain power out of me that like I don't want to do anything hard like that right after it. And I know like Thursday I need to make sure I do that email before I pay bills, because paying bills tends to wipe me out mentally sometimes. I don't know, it just depends. Like, especially if I'm like trying to run numbers and figure out like, not necessarily the paying the bills part, but it's like mapping out in advance, like these are the list of bills that are going to be this week and this is the total, and just doing that in advance. My husband's probably working Saturday, and I don't know yet if he's working Sunday. I have on here to drop the recycling. I'm trying to think. We get paid on Thursday. I'll probably do a grocery pickup on Friday. So I need to place a grocery order on Thursday. I kind of need to make a list of things to do for Thursday here. But I don't want, I don't need it time specific. I probably don't need these time slots, because this is when the kids are home and we have dinner, and I basically just like, we're winding down and getting ready. So I can probably turn this area right here into like some to-do list check boxes. Let me try that. Let me wipe this out. That way I'm gonna make like a to-do list section. let's see. And I'm gonna use little, draw in little check boxes. Let's see. I need to pay bills, and I need to update marketplace. I need to place a grocery order. And then I would need to like pick it up on this day, and then this day is when I would need to drop off the recycling. So I probably, it's gonna have to be before all the parent-teacher conferences to pick up a grocery order between 10 and 11, maybe. Let me do, I'm gonna try and grocery pickup. And then I'll also, wait. The recycling would need to be like all the way in Lake Charles. And I don't know if I want to go all the way into Lake Charles. I might have to move my recycling drop off to next week. I'm going to go ahead and mark it right here. This is, I wrote this in here when I originally had my massage appointment scheduled for today. And that is in like Lake Charles. I'm not gonna go all the way into Lake Charles to drop that off on that. So what pen, where'd my pen go? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna block off here, and I'll schedule it for that time slot. And then I'll have lots of time in between there for like that, and then I don't know when this is gonna happen. And reflections and goal prep. See, I want to do a goals video. I'd like to film one, but I think I might film it after I already do all my goal setting, rather than try and film me doing the goal setting while I'm doing the goal setting. I'm gonna just write the, okay, I need to edit the plan with me. It's gonna be scheduled for the 17th. Okay, that's just to like keep my head straight. Dang, I was also gonna pick up the car tags this week. Let me look at, let me see. Yep, those car tags are gonna have to wait also. So that's another all the way into Lake Charles thing, and I'm not doing that anymore. I need to ship out the Kindles. I got my two older girls, we got them some Fire 8 Kindles. They had Fire 7s, and they've had those for like the last 2 years. So we upgraded them and got them new tablets for Christmas. And then my youngest, with her Christmas money that she ended up getting, she bought herself an upgraded Kindle as well. And I was able to get hers by like using, if you don't know this, like Amazon allows you to do a trade-in for old Kindle devices. And so they give you the value up front. And so they gave us $20 per Kindle. So I was able to use like a $60 like gift card towards the purchase of her Kindle that helped like bring down the cost of it, as well as it gave me like a 20% coupon to use towards the price of the Kindle. And then I keep saying Kindle, it's a Fire tablet. Anyway, but they do the same thing for like their Kindle devices. So that helped like to bring the price down for her tablet, like within like how much money she got for Christmas. And so I need to ship out those Kindles that I'm trading in before, like, they give you like a whole month pretty much. I think it was like February the 18th, but I don't want to like wait till the last minute. So I'm going to try and see if I can get that packaged up and shipped this week. I have a pile of mail on my counter that I need to take care of. I'm going to write declutter. Yeah, okay, and this might seem silly. If you haven't seen other videos of mine where I explain this, it might seem silly that I have my weekly actions here and then I'm like kind of also writing it in here. That's because once I've written my weekly actions here, this is almost like me brain dumping it out, and then I need to put it in here with like my week plans and see where I'm going to fit it in, because I won't look at this again until I reflect at the end of the week. And I don't want to look at this also at the same time I was also looking at this before I do my daily plan. It does, like, I'm trying to simplify like what I'm looking at every single day, and it doesn't make sense for me to open this every day and open this and like have all the things in all the different places. So that's what I feel like is going to work the best, is for me like to do my weekly actions here, and then when I set out my week, figure out where those actions are going to go. And so that's why it seems like I'm repeating myself, but I won't be looking at this until like the week's over. So once I'm done doing this week, that's it. I'm not gonna set that up. I think that's it. I might have to do like, I need to do like another Instagram. I'm sure I won't like forget. Update. Those are like the really important things. Grandpad pictures. My grandmother is 90, almost 91. And the best thing I got was for Christmas of 2020, I got her a grandpad tablet. And it's been the best thing because she feels more included now in our lives, because she gets a constant stream of pictures and videos from me and my sisters. And it's like helped to where like when we do see her, when we do talk to her, she doesn't have like a million questions, and you can actually just like tell like that she just feels more connected. It's because she's not like hungry for information, and she's not like she just doesn't miss us as much, I guess. Anyway, so if you have like a really old family member who does not have iPhone and is not like, doesn't have any of those, advanced technology devices, and you're trying to figure out a way to like include them, I highly recommend it. I do have to pay for it every month. It's like $66. I don't know if the price has changed from when I bought her hers in 2020, but it's been like the best investment, and I just can't recommend it enough. So I want to make sure that I upload some pictures. I'm just gonna write GP pics. I don't know what that means. I don't think I need to write anything else on here, because I'll do that. See, the thing is with the 2022 reflections and when I'm going to do the goal prep, I don't know. That might have been just ambitious of me to write that down, but maybe I'll just stick it over here on the side anyway. And if, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm going to have the time to do it, but maybe I will. I did do most of my reflections book right here. I already did like most of this. It's just I need to look at it one last time and kind of see if I'm done. And I do need to start doing like my goal prep. And if you don't know, I had decided that for me, I was going to do like the Lunar New Year start, which I believe is on the 22nd. Does it have yeah, the 22nd. So I actually have like, if I don't do it this week, I have like another week to kind of wrap up what I'm going to do for goals. I already kind of have like pre-done some sticky notes with some ideas, but it's not like, everything's not like super finalized or anything like that, but that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to leave this as like this for right now. And I will be checking in with this every single day and adjusting if I need to. But for right now, I think that's like the bare bones, like what I think I can handle, considering it's kind of like a short week and my husband's going to be working most likely Saturday, possibly Sunday. And I don't want to like put way too many things on here. If like the week goes on and I start like knocking things out, I might add to this and go from there. But even just like knowing that I have to edit this plan with me that I'm doing now, it won't be like heavily edited, but just knowing that I have to do that and get that ready for like next week, I'm gonna need to squeeze that in here and there, and I don't want to like overcommit and try and like set myself up for too many things. But I hoped that this pen only plan with me was helpful for you and helped you kind of get some ideas for how you can use this hourly layout in your life. And if you did find it helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you want to. And if you're not subscribed and you want to see more functional videos like this related to planning, then go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.